Commander, okay, the ex-Persei fuel refinery. The engineers crewing the fuel refinery bravely volunteer to remain at work and produce fuel for your fleets. Alternately, if you prefer, you can choose to evacuate the facility and bring their crew back to the station. No, I would very much like you to deal with stuff. Okay, now that we've made contact with a few surviving Federation colonies, we might want to look into re-establishing our network of satellite drones to automate resource retrieval. Cool! We've found a few lying around the starbase that you can deploy immediately to get started. An officer is required to travel to the individual Federation colony facilities to configure the satellite there. Once configured and deployed, whenever the facility is at maximum capacity, it will load up a freighter, which will take a few days, and then send it automatically to Halcyon 6. So there is a better way of collecting resources than having your main fleet wandering around. Plus then, that means I really don't know what the shuttles are for, unless they are just fluff, but that seems unlikely. If you want to build more though, we'll have to research the satellite drones tech and then build a satellite drones control room after that. We can build and deploy as many satellite drones as we please. Go to tech research then please. Satellite drone control. I need fuel plants first. So research fuel plants and then ideally I can indeed research the satellite drone. Oh, I've unlocked the achievement Savvy. Let's have a look at the repair bay, can't afford it. Yeah, I'm running very low on whatever that is, which is the pink thing. They're going to tell me dark matter. So your resources, I've got drones, which are your satellite drones, crew, materials, dark matter and fuel. Then we've got crew morale. Oh, so I've got to worry about that. And then the station health. The station can come under siege by the enemies, which essentially means you kind of need to get the fuck back there and defend it. That's why it's useful. Eventually I'm going to want multiple fleets to be able to basically do multiple things. Point blank ground power or sabotage ground power. Point blank, we'll go with that. Hopefully at some point while I'm playing it I should be able to put forth and present to you. I won't deploy the satellite. Oh, I've got 3 satellite drones, so yes, I will deploy a satellite drone. Okay, Wade can do that quickly. What we can also do at the same time, ideally, is have Isolde upgrade the refinery's capacity. Confirm those 2 tasks. I believe that's both being done at the same time. And then play the button, because hopefully... Oh, Commander, the cruel fleets that are harassing our remnant facilities have been detected, emerging from interdimensional portals in and around Federation space. Now that we have a full fleet, we should investigate these portals and attempt to shut them down. The longer we wait, the more cruel will pour out of them. Okay, I will, just not right now, because I'm kind of in the middle of something, and I don't really have a spare fleet. Commander, we've successfully upgraded the maximum capacity of fuel at ex-Persei. So maybe I was only able to do 1 job at a time. Okay. Or I should have confirmed it, then did it, question mark, I don't know. Maybe? Oh no, maybe it is literally you can only do 1 task at a time. That's fair enough. So 3 days down the line we'll have that. Oh dear, there is a raider fleet bombarding the station and destroying any incoming drones. We should send a fleet to defeat them as soon as possible, or we'll continue to lose crew and morale. Understood. Give us about 2 days? It's fine, it's not a problem. Right, Commander, your satellite drone, superb. Especially since that is quite far away. So return fleet. Get back to the base as soon as possible. And there's a cruel heading towards probably that refinery, maybe. Oh, okay. I think, yes, I've returned to base. Now I need to enter fleet launching mode again in order to launch the fleet. I can't actually afford to repair everything, so we'll have to repair on the fly with drones and cauterizing beams. Enemies that take a position in the starbase approach area will begin bombarding the base over time, resulting in station damage. You should immediately do everything in your power to dislodge them when this happens. That's the general plan, my friends. That's the general plan. What can we do apart from get shot? You can see at the bottom that is your turn order, because it is turn-based. I think I did specify, and it's probably been obvious since the first combat. Who shall we pick on? They are all exactly the same health bar, because they are all exactly the same ship. So, there you go. Right, what we'll do, though, is we'll damage over time the middle one, and then we'll start focusing my fire on the top one. I could have probably killed that one. 89, that's a difficult amount to judge, because I don't know if the tactical I don't know if the Wyvern's Fang could have mustered its capacity to do 89 damage in one shot. I'm not convinced it could have. So what we're going to do again is teleport explosives onto you. Then we're going to disintegrate its hull whilst it's exploding on the inside. I do quite appreciate that fact. It's quite tasty. Although, having said that, now it does say 26 per round. So theoretically, once a round has gone past, we will see no damage, no extra damage on that one, I don't suppose. I'm not convinced the sabotage was hugely worthwhile on that occasion, but never mind. I will survive. Right, let's cauterize the Wyvern's will. And then repair drone, the tactical vessel. I'm kind of just using the time to basically stall and heal my ships without using dark matter. Because I think each battle, they get a certain amount of each one. I'm soon going to find out, aren't I, if I fucked it or not. But I think per battle you get X number of uses. But I think those uses do regen after the battles. However, I cannot guarantee this to be the case. And now I've got plenty of dark matter, but you can always use dark matter elsewhere. It's not much of a problem. Do we have any of the timed missions that are going to be problematic? No, not really. So what we'll do is I'll send my fleet to this fuel refinery. If you wouldn't mind playing, thank you very much. I will transfer the fuel, I might as well, then view the facility. I think if I'm going to lose one of my ships for the combat, but yeah, I'll take the chance on that and see what happens. Because I think this is... Oh, here we go. Okay, great. Those were starting to sound vaguely like words. Sarky bastard. Surrender, foul monster. The NTF will not bide your presence here any longer. Okay, I can tell off the bat this isn't going to go anywhere productive. I'm going to be Sarky this time. Okay, great. Those were starting to sound vaguely like words. I think this is hopeless. Alright, you give us no choice. Open fire. Exactly what I expected you to say. Yes, it truly is exactly what I expected you to say, you swines. Oh, I do actually have my ships. I have all 3 of my ships, but interestingly enough, the Wyvern's will... No, okay, I think I'm wrong. No, the Wyvern's will does seem to have lost its science officer, because its science officer is off doing other things. I don't 100% see that it's done anything that negative at this exact moment in time, but nonetheless, it is nice to see that my officer is no longer present. So I kind of wish I'd started with the bottom one, but I might as well start continually damaging. So the Psychic Font resists crew panic. That's no issue to me whatsoever. Oh, and that does not recharge. Maybe if I returned to base, it would, or I do actually have to repair it as well. I don't know for certain precisely how each and every system works, unfortunately. I am kind of running, just improvising the best I can based on an aging knowledge of this game and what I've been told by the game so far in tutorials, etc. So, pop another portal shot at you. Oh, my tactical vet. Whoa, I don't like that. No, sorry, Jiminy Bobski. I do not like that. So I think... I'm going to engage cloak mechanic. I think the cloak improves your damage, question? Oh, it also heals... Okay, no, that's not what I thought the cloak did. So it heals over time and improves your evasion. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. So that is all enemies. And since I've got 3 enemies available, it's probably a good choice. Especially because it will do absolutely bugger all. Oh, it's censored offline that one dude. Deconstruct! Hull breach them, please. Yes, good. Good. You have been hull... Oh, that was a lot of damage. I will teleport explosives. It feels more thematically correct to cloak and then teleport explosives rather than cloak then start firing lasers. I know. Really? That's your reasoning? Okay. heal each other, please, because I think I might have bitten off a little tiny bit too much here. Let's transfer explosives to the middle fella as well. And then hopefully, by exploiting, we will do... I believe exploiting an ailment will do double damage. I might be wrong, but I think that's what they describe it as. I probably should have stuck to healing there, but oh well, too late. Too late to give a shit. Yes, it's too late to give a shit. Let's re-engage those explosives, because you don't stack them, but as you saw, it was sort of half full, which means it was kind of running its course. And that basically means, you know, like that one, you can see there's a chunk missing because you need to let it cool down. So I wonder if... no, I think we need to cauterize my own hull at this point. So the cauterized hull, I think, does extra bits as well. So the repair drones are just healing. The cauterized hull, I think, can... oh no, that removed status ailments as well, so that's alright. Yeah, no, okay, so healing does remove status ailments. That's just a thing it does. Okay, your cloak is running out, so do you know what? I'm going to start using lasers again. As the cloak doesn't actually disappear, as I say, it felt thematically better to go, I'm cloaking, now I'm teleporting explosives, rather than I'm cloaking, and now here I am, because you can see the source of my lasers. I realise technically it didn't actually disappear either, but we've now got a bit of an uphill struggle, because we are still trying to kill this guy, and he's got a fairly chunky amount of health. Quick tune-up, I think, is probably worthwhile. Hopefully it's going to continue. If it continues firing at the engineering ship, the Drake Scales, that would be moderately helpful to me, owing to the fact that the Drake Scales is now the only one that can heal, and it can only heal itself. So let's disintegrate the hull. And now, I don't know what is that one doing? Crippling shot, engines down. Don't know what the engines down do, but we might as well try and inflict it. Speed minus 25%, so that is actually probably well worth having done that, because it now allows me to open up a lot more options and a hell of a lot more whoop ass on this fucker. Because now we can start exploiting, which is going to keep punching damage through. Oh, he's going to damage me a little bit. Oh, he's managed to disrupt my weapons, but he's disrupted my ablative field, which I haven't used, nor was I planning to, so fuck it. You disrupted the wrong weapon, sir. You disrupted the wrong weapon. So we got some salvaged equipment. A Chaos Aorta. I don't know anything about equipment. I'm not 100% convinced equipment existed the last time I played this game, so that's going to be interesting. +1 morale for saving the base, acknowledged. Right, we've got transfer fuel, yes please. Then view the facility, and oh, you are deploying the satellite drone, which is your 1 more day requirement. Send fleet to the Lupus sector. Do we have a reason why? Lupus colony requesting aid. Ah, I see, so it's a distress signal. And then the pirate horde. That, I'm assuming, is the pirate horde we want to deal with. But I don't think that's... I'm not convinced that's the meeting. Don't know. Crucial thing is we need to finish deploying the satellite drone, which will allow me to deal with that. And then what I think we need to do is return to base, for we are going to need repairs. What is also possibly going to be worth it is if we send someone to explore there. 1 day for you, go for it. Now add you, Adissa Kim. You can pop off and deal with that one. And then there's a task available up here. As they're all going to be 1 day, might as well have all 3 of them doing that at once. Feels like it makes a degree of sense. I think you always end up having to go back to the main map. And you can see a day counter there. I don't know what happens if it gets too high. You might just straight lose, but one hopes not. So they've cleared out the section I asked for. Superb. You've cleared out that section. Superb. You've cleared out that section. Superb. The only disadvantage there was the fact that I didn't get to see the ground combat, because that's usually where you get attacked in your ground combat. You send your troops to explore different parts of the Halcyon 6 base, and they get attacked by weird and wonderful monsters. The battle system is pretty much the same as the ships. You just get a nice little sprite of your officers and possibly a couple of sort of red shirts sometimes that are obviously expendable, entirely expendable. Oh, exciting! Commander, we've detected a yabbling.
Oh, nice station. The Federation bigwigs never let us get this close to it before. But I suppose we'll be spending a lot more time here now that you are our primary contact with the Federation.
What? Really? What do you mean?
Well, following what looks to be a devastating apocalyptic event within Federation environs, which surely you've noticed, you are, according to our research, now the ranking Federation officer.
What?
Congratulations. I'm sure you've done something to earn it. Now I'm sure you've got some important federationing to do, but we thought we'd come say hi.
Okay. So I either acknowledge the fact that you're saying no one in High Federation... This feels almost like... Are you saying they're dead? Yes, everybody's dead, Dave. What, Peterson? Everybody's dead, Dave. Everybody is dead, Dave. So I'm just going to say how polite of you.
Anything for our Federation friends. I know we've had our differences, but now that your galactic presence has been reduced, I think we can start having a more even-handed relationship. Speaking of, let's get down to business. Great job finding and securing this precursor alien station in the middle of this gas cloud. Our records suggest we did many sweeps in this area, at least 100 yabs before you did, but we didn't find anything like this. Still, intergalactic regulations say finders keepers more or less. But let's stop tiptoeing around this. How much do you want for this station?
What?
Come on, name your price. Dark matter, material, rare space fauna?
The starbase is definitely not for sale.
Well, I don't think you're making a prudent choice here. Ancient superstructures never hold their value. You're looking at the perfect time to settle, my friend.
What do you even want it for? Yablings live in swamps, don't they? I'm just gonna politely decline. No thanks.
Okay, well, we tried. I hope this whole resisting this oncoming extinction event works out for you.
So I think the Yablings are fairly, obvious. They were obsessed with money, and I think that's generally their idea. They're more war-based, I think, so they're sort of more of a warrior species. And then we've got random species all together as pirates. Yo-ho, yo-ho, and the according bottles of rum required.